Good. I'm live. That doesn't look half bad. So excuse me while I am just fixing. I'm a bit sick. Ugh. I'm the worst at this. Okay. Oh, hi, Blake. Can you hear us? Can you give me a sound check, please? How about Harrison?
Hi, I'm Harrison.
I can hear you. Well, then that's all that matters. Okay. So I don't know how many people are going to jump on, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because this is a tutorial on how to put together this jungle boathouse kit that I created for my website. So quickly, these are a couple of my finished pieces for this set, and you're going to need some things other than the kit, of course. So I'm going to go through this. This is going to be what's the word that I'm looking for? Like it's real time.
Build along?
Yeah, it's a real time build along video. So you are going to see exactly everything that it takes to put this together as opposed to my normal edited versions. So these are the things that you're going to need. The kit, obviously. You can get that on my website at nicoleadele.com. And remember, that's Nicole with a K and Adele with 2 L's. That's right. So you definitely need some scissors. They don't have to be as fancy as mine. You do need some really thick, really quick, I like it quick and thick, Titebond glue is the superior glue that I recommend. And I can't stress this enough to use a more, what is the word I'm looking for? Durable, more like a construction type of an adhesive. If you use just like tacky glue, Eileen's kind of glue, not to say that those are bad glues, they're not going to do what you need them to do. Please get this Titebond quick and thick. You can get this at Walmart. You can get it at Home Depot, a Lowe's, or you can get it on Amazon. So Titebond, quick and thick. Sometimes you like it quick, and sometimes you like it thick. All right. So, I do have Harrison here to do my comments for me. So go ahead and type in any questions you might have, and he will read them out to me while I'm building, and then we can get going. All right, I have this little, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of looks like Small World, which is my obsession, and it can hold fun things in it. Do you love that? So anyways, you can hold your brushes in it if you want to. I use it for drying things. Okay, so other things that you need. You will need paint or markers. I'm going to be using both. So I have a Folk Art Matte Mossy Meadow is the one that I'm going to be using. I got this at Michael's craft store. So, and I paid, oh no, sorry, it says right there, Hobby Lobby. $4.29 I paid for this Folk Art Matte Mossy Meadow. And then I'm also using this burnt sienna. Now this is by Golden, and Golden is it's a great acrylic. Both of these are acrylic paints. This is a great paint, but it is rather pricey. You don't need to use exactly what I use, but just know that I used a burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is a burnt sienna in any brand. So you could probably find a burnt sienna in a craft paint.
And usually for different companies, people have made charts that show like every paint company for acrylics of what translates to what. So if you look it up, you'll probably be able to find an equivalent, or you could just color match it.
You can color match. You can come up with your own color scheme. I'm also using a Copic marker to kind of just emphasize the color of the wood. I know that I have used, as an example, this green color, which is a YG95 and also a G99 in Copic. But today I don't think I'm going to use that. Instead, I'm just going to be using this one for this set demonstration. And this is Copic Sketch. I like the Sketch because it has kind of a brush side and it also has a chiseled side. So that's why I like the Sketch one. This is YR24. So it's kind of a yellow brown color. And I'll be using this color for when we get started on the wood. Another thing I'm going to be using are toothpicks. Ding, ding, ding. This is my toothpick holder. You will need to supply your own toothpicks because it's inexpensive and you can do that for me. Thanks. Okay. One less thing I have to count out and package. Okay. I'm going to be using a wet palette, but you don't have to do this. But it keeps my paints moist. It actually will keep them moist for a full day. So I could be wetting my palette today and using it, and then tomorrow my paint on my palette will still be usable, will be viable.
The wet palette is a lifesaver.
It really is, especially when you're doing miniature work because you need very little bit amount of paint. And then you'll see sometimes I over spread my paint out and then you waste it. So if you consistently just wet your palette, see, this is like a parchment paper so that it will stay wet and hence your paint will stay wet. Some people will even put this whole thing in the refrigerator, but yeah, I've never done that, so I can't say the validity of that, but anyhow, that is my setup. So I know for the first thing, I'm going to be using this. Always shake your... You don't know how many times I didn't have this lid on right. Yeah, and just paint everywhere. And then you just have to laugh and just go, wow.
Happens to the best of us.
It does.
We've all spilt an Agrax.
An Agrax Earth Shade. Not
Riken Flesh Shade.
If you're a Warhammer painter, you understand that joke. No. We have this folk art mossy green. So I know that's going to be the base. Excuse me. I know I'm going to be using a lot of that. So you can always add more. I'm going to be using a lot of that. So and also my burnt sienna. So I'm just going to go ahead and this is for the... This is why I don't like... I don't like golden for this only reason.
They're bottles.
They're bottles. But they do stay, man. Did I... No. This one definitely needs shaking.
I found that the companies with the best paint always have the worst bottle.
The paint is fabulous in golden, but it is very expensive. I don't need very much. I am going to be using a 1-inch brush. I just got this little filbert just in case. And this is my glue brush. So sometimes I just like to get detailed with the glue. And that is that.
So always use a different brush for glue than you do for painting.
Correct. Really, you should use a different water container too, because a lot of times my brushes will get stiff like this if I'm using it too much, because the glue will settle down into the reservoir. So you like all the words I'm using today? I'm like really
educational.
It really is. So here's my water vessel or my reservoir, as you might say. It's a little cute whale. I don't know if you can see it. Well, it's probably the top.
You can see the shape of it.
You can see the shape, but it's so cute. Like,
oh, be careful.
I know I've got water in it. Can you see a little bit of it? It's got the cutest little face. It's from Temai. Temai. She's a and here's my little hedgehog brush holder. So I got that from Temai, Temai. She's an Italian clay artist.
It's fun.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what the kit is entailing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Frosting said that brush holder is actually so insane. relate about this one with the scissor.
Right. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, really? This one I got off of Amazon. It was really inexpensive. I got 2 of them, I think, for maybe $10. It's a lifesaver because when you do miniature art, a lot of times you'll see I have a bunch of, hold on. I have a bunch of toothpicks with what's it called? What's the stuff called? Blue tack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I hold my miniatures. And so my pieces, and I'll be using that today. So you'll see. And then it will just hold it. Isn't that great? You can put your brushes in here. Oh, you know what else we should put in here?
Snacks.
Yeah, you could. Put my Copic marker. Okay. All right. So this is our plans. You know, a lot goes into these kits. I design everything from scratch, including doing these drawings, which, you know, I keep at it with drawing because I used to like really not be good. And now I'm really proud of myself that I'm able to do these like perspective drawings. I'm pretty proud of myself. So I'm able to do this, create
They're
this.
very easy to follow.
Yeah, are they? Thank you.
I think
because I don't know. I'm trying. I use different colors and things to highlight all the steps. So we're just going to do the first step, and then the second, just follow along. There are little paint and glue icons to tell you what you need to do. And you can follow along once you have your kit. But I'm just going to have this off to the side. And because I made it, so I don't really need it. But I'm going to put, I know, I'm going to put it off to the side anyways. But you could follow along once you have this, because this will be, this video will be saved, even though it's alive. I'll save it. I think going forward, we might do it this way because it would be nice to talk to people that if they have any questions. I'm thinking that next Friday, we'll do the cinema.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have the cinema, so maybe they want to do it with me.
Who's the cinema named after?
I don't remember.
Oh.
No, it's Harrison. Such a big thing.
We have some comments.
Oh, let's hear them while I get ready.
Amanda Brown-Wittenberg says, so good hearing your voice again.
Oh,
and so professional.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Superfluous says, Lily squealed and said, hi, Nicole.
Hi, Lily. Hey, sorry I didn't send out your package. It goes out tomorrow morning. It's awful. There was a whole deal on that.
There's a mix-up.
My machine just was not working well. And so that's why I only have 10 sets of these Jungle Cruise. FYI, the person, I am actually giving this set away because I don't need 2 Jungle Cruise, jungle boathouses. So that's one less person that you have to fight for to purchase. It's somebody who lives near me. I'm going to say her name. It's just me. She's the lucky one. She really lives in the next town over. And so she's going to get this kit. I'm really excited that I got a professional shrink wrap system now. Fun. Yeah. So now my kits are like really profesh, right? So we're just going to go ahead and open up our kit. This is how it will come for you. I really should have taken a photo of how I put this together, but we have the video to refer to. So video is always better. Yes.
Superfluous says, no worries. We still have a kit to do.
Oh, fun.
And Frosting asked a question. They said, do you think the quality of the brush you have will matter for something like this? No. I always cheap out with my materials.
Please cheap out with this because definitely you do not need any fancy. And for crafting, you don't need. I say leave those fancy brushes if you're doing like real painting. Otherwise, use the cheapies. These are like 99 cents. They're real cheap. So go for the cheapies. And also you can even use sponges. You will see that I'm going to use a sponge. So you know those craft sponges, the black ones with the handles, and they're like 5 cents or something. Use that if you want to. I'm using this fancy holder. I'll be selling more in my shop. And also, these are just little makeup sponges, but
eye gouger.
Yeah, it's scary. It's like a sci-fi tool. It's really fancy, but it grabs my little makeup sponge right there. And the great thing about using a sponge for certain things is that if you have this detailed kind of work that has grooves in it, you don't want the paint to seep inside. You want to lay on top. So if you use a sponge, it's just going to color everything, but not seep in. You're going to still get those dark lines. So that's why I use
For the kids, it's more like stippling than painting.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off with our, we're going to do the main house first. So these are the steps. And you know what? I realized that I didn't put the steps in the plans. A lot of times I goof. I send things out and I'm like, I've already packaged them. I already made the things. So that's why I say refer to these videos, because things I might leave out. This is really simple to put together, are the stairs, but we're going to put them together in these videos. So if I happen to go over my allotted hour, we might just pause it and not pause it, but stop it, save it, and maybe pick it up again tomorrow. But, I guess I did have these already. Oops, extras.
Blake said looks very nice.
Thank you. So these are our roofs. A lot of times they don't have anything written on them. Most of the time they do. These long pieces are your roofs, okay? So I'm just getting out the pieces that I need. This is the entrance. I'm going to take all the entrance pieces out. I don't need those right now. So entrance, and let's see. Basically, I don't need the stairs right now. I'm going to just take out that one and that one and these side pieces and then this one. These are the main ones. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put some things back. Yeah, you'll get this like wood poop. It's not poop. It's just the tiny little pieces that are in the set. There's more to the set. I will show you. But for now, this is our second floor. I'm just going to show you that this piece here, let's go ahead and show it to you. See the little poops? That's from these. That's from here. So what you want to do is just take like a pin. I happen to have like a file.
Tweezers.
Tweezers will work. A little pin. You just want to poke out any of those little.
Somebody with sticky fingers.
That's you. Just go through and make sure that there's no little poops in there. Okay, that's the technical word. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that in our thing. Okay, so this one and then this one goes on top. That's pretty self-explanatory, and that's a big portion of it right there.
You're like 25% of the way done.
Right? And then we have our side pieces. See, I do everything for you. It actually turns out to be not so bad when you think of it. So I'm going to put this one. I might do this in marker just so they can see.
Blake said no poops, angry face.
No poops. I don't want the poops. Okay, so first I'm going to just paint very carefully here because it does have those nice grooves. I want to keep those. So I'm going to paint all of this interior piece. So if this lays on top, it's going to get glued in. So obviously I don't need to paint where it's going to get covered. Do you understand that?
Don't always paint on things that won't be.
Yeah. So you're only going to paint the railing, the decorated railing. You're going to paint this little square area. You can take it all the way to the end if you want, but don't paint all of that.
It can be a little messy because it's going to get covered.
It's going to get covered. So let's go ahead and start. I didn't have a paper towel, so oh well. Okay, so I have
Do you want me to get your paper towel?
No, okay.
I can.
That's all right. All right, so I have my mossy green, a little bit of mossy green. I feel like Bob Ross. A little bit of green, a little bit of green on my really big brush.
Beat the devil out of it.
Okay, so then kind of eyeballing it and painting. What's going on with everybody? What's everyone up to this weekend? Any fun plans?
How was everyone's day?
Any fun jungle cruise stories? Fun fact, met my husband on the Jungle Cruise. So my husband and I were both skippers at Disneyland's Jungle Cruise. And I like to always tell people, I met him on a cruise, but it was the Jungle Cruise. So see, it can go inside there, and that's not so fun, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a very light touch with the brush so that it won't seep in there. Also, I kind of like the wood to show through a bit, so I'm not doing it like a thick paint job with it. I like that weathered look. So it kind of
weathers.
Whether or not. It kind of is almost like a dry brush technique.
It's like dry brushing without a dry brush.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean. So then you can check it. See, you can just put that over there and voila, wow. C'est si bon. So nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the other one. Yeah.
Something about the Jungle Boathouse to begin with is it's already kind of a ramshackle building. So even if it looks a little off, you're fitting the story.
That's right.
It adds character.
That's right. That's right. I have a sticker too that goes in one of these you're choosing spaces that I had designed. I mean, it wasn't that hard to design it, but it's based off of
that. Give yourself more credit.
Okay, but what I mean is not a lot of technical drawing. It was just a little bit of lettering.
Took you hours.
Yeah, hours. So the kit comes with a decal. So we will show that once everything is dry.
Amanda Brown asks, are you planning a WDW trip this year?
We are hoping to go next month, actually, for the art festival. It would be really cool to see Anne Shen, Ashley Taylor, John Coulter. I know those are the ones that
move up. You're out of frame.
Those are the artists that will be there supposedly during that that time frame that we're looking at going. We're looking at going around the 17th through the 20th. So I would really like to see them and maybe pick up some fun artwork. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is paint that railing a burnt sienna. I think I do need to get a paper towel. I think there might be some on the dining table in the kitchen area. So let's just go ahead. Sorry, I can't see any comments right now, so bear with us. But please, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we will answer them or say them out loud for you.
Superfluous says, Lily is suggesting we stop buying groceries so we can get more kits.
Well, you do have to get your nourishment.
Not a wise decision.
No, baby, you got to eat. Keep up your energy and your strength, and you have to. So sweet. Okay. You do have a special gift coming to you. I had to get more wood again. I ran out of wood. So, okay. Now I'm going to use my stippling sponge for this next part because there's so many little intricate things, cuts in here. So I just want to use my sponge to go over that. And I'm using the burnt sienna. And I'm just going over where it's going to be visible. And again, you can check it like that to see, just like that.
Easy.
Easy peasy. All right.
Lemon squeezy.
So it doesn't matter if it goes over. That's why this kit is great for kids too. It doesn't take that much. I wanted it to be easy for everyone to be able to do. Even if maybe you have like a little bit of a disability, I feel like this might be a therapeutic thing to do. Somebody who might have arthritis, if you use this kind of a tool, might be even easier.
Frosting Fluff says,
okay,
if you go to the Festival of the Arts, you should get the potato and chorizo empanada and the passion fruit mousse.
Ooh.
They are both so good and are infiltrating my decision-making abilities.
That's fabulous. I love that. That's a great review. I will partake in that. Now, fun tip, pro tip.
Okay.
I'm going to go back in and grab just a smidge of that green. I'm going to moss it up.
Oh. Weathering.
Whether
the weather be cold.
Whether the weather be hot.
We'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. You like that? What do you think of that?
Ooh.
Ooh. What do you think?
It looks moldy. In a good way.
It's already dry. I'd use a very little bit amount. Like you can even go back over here and put some sienna in there. You see what I'm saying? Like it could just be like a dirty wall over here.
Play around with it.
Play around.
It's in the jungle.
Yeah, see what happens. Just like it's fun. It's fun. Okay, so maybe I don't want that. Maybe I'll do this. See, but then you can correct it too, right? You can let it dry. Another thing I like to do is on my wet palette, so I can use this later. I just put it on, I undo my little sponge. I keep the sponge wet side down. Keeps it moist. Won't dry out.
Blake said, love me some moldy railings. Superfluous says, I love that between my arthritis and Lily only being 6, we're able to make beautiful pieces for our collection together with these kits. You made them so easy to create.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing I wanted to stress. So that's great. You're awesome reviewer. See, clean that up real quick. It wasn't really hard. You just let it dry and then you can paint over that.
And Blake said, no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Yeah.
That's what Bob Ross taught us.
So there we go. All right. I like a little bit of the brown.
Do you want me to take those wood pieces and hold them so that you can push up more so that it can be seen better?
Okay. Well, no, I'm going to use it right now.
Okay.
All right. So let's just go ahead and move. I'll give it to you if you want. Here. Like you said. Okay. So now we're going to use this piece here. Is this okay if I do it here? You see how there's like a nice side and kind of a yucky
side.
Yeah, uggo side. So we're going to do the nice side. I mean, you could do the uggo side. Maybe you want it to be more charred looking. You could. I think it might be okay to do that. You just have see, you have to make sure that it matches up. So always dry fit things before you glue them down. So that's the trick. Okay. Now is the time that I'm going to be cheating and using this marker chisel side. So this is the YR24 Copic marker. So you saw I could have painted it, but look. Oh, that's lovely. Easy peasy. Who doesn't like a marker? Look, you can use any marker. It doesn't have to be Copic. I just happen to have these. I've had these for like...
You can use Crayola.
Seriously,
it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I think I've had these since 2015.
I think earlier.
I've had these for so long. Yeah, you could use Crayola markers. Why not? Try it. See what happens. You can always paint over it if you don't like it. Maybe you don't want to. You could be like really haphazard with it and not like be so fill in the blanks. I think that's what I did with mine. I just kind of did a rough, quick sweeping of it and didn't get really into the details so that you have some light and dark areas.
Amanda asks, what did you think of the Jungle Cruise movie?
I loved it. What did you think? I absolutely love it. You know, I love The Rock, right? But I liked it because it was very like Indiana Jones-ish. I liked how they tied in some classic jokes that we used to tell on the Jungle Cruise. So that was fun. It was maybe it was that I was just nostalgic because I worked there, biased. I don't know. But I truly loved it. And Emily Blunt is so beautiful and fun to watch. And then I really like, what's his name? The comedian. He's so funny. Played her brother.
Oh, is it Jack Whitehall?
Yeah, I think so. Whitehall?
I think it's Whitehall.
Oh, so funny. All right. Well, now guess what? All we do is glue that. And that first front section is done.
As someone who's seen Jungle Cruise 5 times now.
We watched it a lot.
I've watched it with 4 different groups of people. Mm-hmm. It's good. It holds up.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, Daddy's home.
Amanda said, I watched it the other day. And Blake says, I love Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's the best. All right, so I am, you know what? I'm a dum-dum. I didn't clean out my glue. So always have your tools prepared and ready. This is always satisfying, isn't it? To like clean out glue. I'm not going to make you sit there for an hour watching me clean out glue. But I could sit there for a long time and clean out glue. It is very satisfying.
What about put glue on your fingertips, wait for it to dry, and then peel it off?
Yeah. Remember, I always tell the story that I would do that with money, coins, when I was a little girl. And then we would play shop with the glue coins at recess. Hi, Jason.
Hi, what you doing?
We are doing our live of the Jungle Cruise build.
I thought it was 9 o'clock.
Is it 9?
No, I thought it starts at 9.
No, the sale happens at 9.
Oh, I see.
What are you doing? No, we're live. I want to do this so that everyone can see and they can refer back to it.
You're talking to no one.
What?
You're talking to no one. He's gone.
Oh, well. Oh. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put this on, and it is lickety split fast dry time.
It's quick
and thick,
and it's thick.
And there are small viewers, so we don't go on and on about that joke. Okay, so I wish I had another like a Q-tip or something to clean.
You can just use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to clean the excess.
Yeah. This is a good thing. Look at that.
Blake said fingertips.
No.
You should put glue on the whole palm of your hand and peel it off.
Yuck. I hate that. If you don't get rid of this glue, it will stay there and be clumpy. Is it already fast and dry? Already clumped right there. And then you can just pick at it later, which is kind of fun too. I like to make sure that the edges that are going to get glued down, especially down here, you want them to be flush. So that part, definitely, we don't want to have any glue. So we just scrape that away. These are my little pro tips when building the sets. That's it. Look how it's already one. It's already one. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, one piece down. Let's do another.
Oh, what about the bottom is gluey?
What?
Flip. No.
What are you talking about?
Bottom. In the wall.
I don't care. All right. Let's do another thing. All right. You don't need to paint or anything that is the second floor. We are going to do these sides, and I'm just going to show you because I did it with my set too. The sides don't really show, so I'm going to show you with the Copic marker. It'll be faster. You can just don't do this part. That's part of but you can just use this one is what is this? G99 of Copic. This is my little trick when I do this. So I'm going from one end and then I come around and I do another like this. And I keep that kind of weathered middle section.
Superfluous says, Type Bond is my new favorite craft glue.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get the joke at all.
Excellent. I would hope not. So that's great. Just say, it's adult joke. Sometimes there's just, Disney does that. So that's what that is.
Frosting has a Jungle Cruise movie story if you'd like to hear it.
I would
but it is bizarre.
I would love to hear it.
Last time I watched Jungle Cruise, it was on a big projector screen in a park. But I could only hear the audio for half of the time because I was ill from eating too much ice cream. Thank you for the story, frosting.
Story time! There, it's like a little weathered look, right? So that's the side. No one's really going to see it. Also, this area here. We want this area to be like that. You understand? This is part of that.
The like awning.
Yeah. So that's that.
The pillars.
That's one. So how fast was that? Now we're going to do that with this one. It says chisel. It says I never do the right thing. All right. So we're going to go real fast.
And the second piece doesn't have a orange part.
No. The stairs are only on one side.
Speed run.
So at 9:00, this kit goes on sale. Unfortunately, I only have 10 sets. Originally, I said you're going to get a free gift of me doing the little signage head, but I'm not going to do it. It's just too much work for me. And I really kind of want to see what you guys come up with. So I'll show you how I did it, and I'm giving you all the pieces for it. But I kind of want to see what you guys come up with.
And you can come up with your own symbol.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be that.
Could you do a crossover? Put the Parts of the Caribbean skull.
Ooh, fun.
Make a tiki.
Yep.
I mean, it's already kind of a tiki, but.
Okay, so that was that. That's easy. This piece here is the second floor of this one. And I think I might actually use a yellow for this to make it kind of different. So this one, I'm going to use a Y15 chisel. Just slightly yellow. Oh.
Sounds like a chicken over there. I don't know if the mic's going to pick that up.
But if it did, it's fine. Just be careful with this piece.
Blake says we can hear it.
Okay, but look, see, be careful because this one bends a bit. So don't snap it.
Don't be too forceful with any of your pieces.
Yeah.
Treat them delicately.
Okay, so that was my Y15. I just wanted kind of like a yellow just to stand out a little different. And then I have back to the same awning color. Oh, I did it again. I'm never going to get used to that. See how it's like a little different color? One is like a wood and one is kind of like a, then it'll look kind of like a yellow paint job or even like a wallpaper. I don't know. Done. How easy was that? Okay, so the first part's all done. Now we can glue it together. Can you believe it? It's so easy. All right, the first thing we want to do is glue this to this line here. So this is your second floor, not to be confused with the base. You're looking for this line here, and you're just going to glue that like that. Isn't that smart of me to do that for you so that you don't have to worry about where does it go? I figured it out for you. So we're going to put some glue on the bottom of this wall.
Frosting asks, is this set a specific scale, i.e. 1/4, 1/16?
No, but it is a Nicole Adele scale to my dolls.
Its own scale.
It's a peg doll scale. So, but it's my peg dolls. So every peg doll that artists use are different sizes. Oh, duh. Here's my glue brush. I can do that. I'm so dumb. I was like, what do I normally use? I'm so dumb. So just hold it there for a minute. Not even a minute. It'll just be like a few seconds and it will hold. I mean, you're not going to, I always say there's not going to be a doll size hurricane in your house.
Well,
a real hurricane. But then at that point, maybe your whole house is in trouble. So it doesn't really matter.
Maybe we have better, bigger fish to fry.
Okay, so see how it already sits up like that.
Frosting said Nicole Adele scale is the best one.
Thanks.
They're about Lego minifigure sized.
Yeah.
They're about compatible.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay, I forgot to put this on. You want to put that on before you do anything. It just goes right here. I'm sorry you can't see that. Let me do this for you. Okay, it goes here.
Rain and Coffee says, "Give us all the help. That line is my friend."
What?
The little line on the
Yeah.
board to help.
It's cute, right? You don't need a lot of glue.
It's a guideline.
A guideline. You don't need a lot of glue. It's a dollhouse. But this is definitely a great adhesive for dollhouse making. All right. So now comes the time where we're going to do the side, at least one side. So let's do, when you look at it here, the stairs are going to come off of here. So it goes like this. Okay. So I'm going to do the non-stair side first. I like to glue it. The roof is in the back, okay? Because there is a roof. It's going to go like this, people. Guys and dolls, it's going to go like this. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Triangle in the back.
Triangle in the back, because there is a balcony roof.
Line to the balcony.
And so you want the edge of your side to glue here. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the edge that's getting glued.
And when you're gluing it, you'll want to glue the side to the front, as in so that the black line doesn't show.
Yes. Okay, and then you just match up the bottom and make it flush on the edge. And then hold it there, and I'm just rubbing my finger for excess glue on the outside. And we're just going to hold it there for a second. I don't mind the glue on this side because it kind of gives it a little bit more hold, a little bit more tooth. So I don't mind. It's just the outside that I kind of like to run my finger or a paintbrush.
Don't be afraid to use your finger because it's just glue.
Yeah. And then that's going to hold pretty quickly. You would think that I would do like another brace at the bottom, but you really don't need it. It's like you're only going to make it and then maybe move it once or twice. You're not going to like really manhandle it. Well, it kind of is, but gentle play. Gentle play. All right, then, and really you should just like do a dry fit run. I like this to be flush with the top of this second floor hole. So I know you can't see it, but I will try my best to show it to you. And like this, okay? So I'm just kind of dry fitting it. This will move a bit. And then we try it over here, and I've measured everything so that nothing hangs over. It'll go like that. And then all those points are glued. And so it's really held in nicely. So let's just go ahead and glue this one on first. So I'm going to glue here and this side here. Okay. We're almost.
And where do you put the line to? You don't cover the holes, right? You just bring it up to it?
Yeah. So you'll see it'll go flush, like there's no step or anything. It just goes flush. You'll see when I flip it, you'll understand. Sorry, it's just a bit cumbersome. I wish I had I'm not that great at tech, but maybe eventually as we keep going, we'll get better at like picture-in-picture kind of camera angles of different cameras. We can get way fancy later on. And I have shaky hand syndrome, so I do apologize for the shakiness, but I can't help that. That's just me. It's always been that way. So see, I glued the side and that front, and I'm just putting it flush to the front and making sure that all the sides here touch, because this wall will move a bit. So we need it to touch everything. Okay, now I'm taking my brush and I'm just cleaning the glue. And then once that holds, then I'll flip it and you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'm just pushing down and pushing the side over. So this is the part that, you know, an adult may need to help with the gluing of these kinds
little
of
hands
things.
might not be big enough.
Little hands might not be big enough. Hi.
I feel like we're gonna have to part 1, part 2 the stream.
Yeah.
Part 2, you build the roof and the tower.
I think so too. Okay, so that is already, see, now you can see, boop, you can see how it's flush here. Does that make sense? So there's no step or anything. It's just straight. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did it fall down?
It
It's
might
at a
have.
strange angle.
It didn't quite glue
It
over
didn't glue
here,
properly.
and that's okay. It just needs a couple points. It needs to.
It needs to sit longer.
It needs to sit a little longer, so I'm gonna re-glue a bit. This is what happens on my Haunted Mansion one that no one saw. That I did that. It's the same thing. So I just have to leave it there. So we'll just like chit chat for a second. I think we do have to do a part 1, part 2. What time is it? I don't want it to go.
It's 8:45.
Okay, so
8:47.
at 9 o'clock, this is going on sale, and I only have 10 sets, so it will go live 100% at 9. And I will be saving this. So.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck to you. And if you don't get one, I will make more eventually. Just, it takes so much wood. It takes so much time. It's winter right now here. And so my machine doesn't really like to work in the winter. So I'm going to keep going with this to get the main boathouse finished. And then once I do that, we'll do part 2, which is the entrance and the roofing. So we'll do that tomorrow.
And since that one's, we're not going to go on sale that day, it can be a longer stream.
Yeah, I'll go live, but if you miss it, it's not a big deal. You'll see that I will save it. So let's just go ahead now and glue this one because I know where everything goes. It's just enough for me to, I measured everything and left gaps just big enough for everything to fit. So I'm now gluing the side that's going to touch this side. And I'm gluing this bit here, which the side touches. Okay. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now this one goes down because that's where you'll see it meets up with the other awning and then comes over. Oops.
Oh, it's crooked.
It's crooked. There. And then I push in. And the main thing is to see the bottom. And that's good. Okay. The top and the bottom are flush with all the corners matching. And then you just hold it together. So I'm just going to hold this together because I don't want it to slip. It really just takes a minute. So any comments?
No comments. How about everyone say what your favorite part of Jungle Cruise is?
Oh, somebody had asked me, because I said, ask your questions and I'll tell them on it live. Because I had the coming soon listing for the Ferris wheel and the ferry boat brooches, they asked, is that going on sale tonight? It is not. However, I'm hoping it will go on sale along with some small world boats and possibly some jungle boats next Friday. Definitely next Friday, we're going to have DIY peg dolls so that they'll have my little noses, and I'm going to have some ears that are made and also some that you can buy just the DIY. Blank ears, so you can do whatever you want with it. I need to start not doing dolls myself because it takes so much time and I want to be creative with doing other things. So I figured you guys want your own dolls that you can create, and it's fun to make them. I don't want to take the fun away. So you guys make them, and I will be creating some fancier custom ones. But really, there's something special that I am doing. I bought a lathe. I took a class on wood turning, and I turned my very first doll. And so I'm going to be doing some customized dolls of people. And those are going to be a little bit more pricey as they take time. And then, so that's going to be my custom dolls from now on. And what makes it unique is that they're not machine made. Each one is individual, and there's never two alike.
They're all going to be wonky in a good way.
Wonky in a good way and unique. So that's why I'm deciding to make DIY. I feel like I made it.
It's slightly wonky.
It's slightly wonky.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I made it go down. That's not good. I have to redo that. No, I don't. Then nothing's gonna show. The thing is that the roof won't matter now. I made it bad. I made it bad, people. Look, we're all
you fix it later.
Human. I don't think you can. It's just this one side went down.
No, both sides are down. The whole floor is.
It do go down. It do go down.
It's this piece.
Look, it's wonky. What it is? No, it's this. It's the floor. The floor is slanted as opposed to going straight up. Maybe I should do a floor thing. This part. But I wanted it to be open so they can have whatever they want.
To make arches.
Anyways, it's fine.
Just don't do that wrong when you make yours.
Do you see it says second floor? That goes down at the bottom. Oh man, I suck.
Amanda asked, is there a projected time for fairy boxes?
I want to get those done next week.
I think it's that piece, that's all.
It's not. It's this whole thing is slanted. But if I pop it, the whole thing's going to come apart. Anyways, moving on. There's only 1, 2, 3 more things to do. And that is definitely what I wanted to talk about are these roofings. So we have you don't have to, what am I saying? You don't have to paint them or anything. This is what it does. That's what it does. Okay? That's it. Can you see that? Does it translate? It's kind of hard.
No, it makes sense. Look behind you.
Yeah, you can't see it. All right, here. Hold on. Okay, there. Does that show? Along with my messy room. Okay, so we have 2 that are the same width and length. And then we have one that's a bit thinner. Do you see that? Okay. So the thinner one is the balcony roof. I didn't put it on because I didn't know if it was going to show. I guess I should have put it on.
It's fine.
It's fine. You guys understand. Okay. But I also put it in the plans. Like you'll see in the plans right here, it says balcony roof, main roof, base. See the different sizes? So, wow. Okay. So that gets glued on to these 3 points here. Boop. This gets glued on. I'm going to glue this one on first, like that. I'm going to glue the other one in the back like that. And then I'm going to glue the balcony piece like that. And if it hangs over, that's okay.
Frosting had a very good...
Do you think you can hold this for me?
They said it's barely hanging on, which is the Jungle Cruise. That's the most fitting.
I don't think you want me holding
this. It's going to be so shaky.
Well, I'm shaky too, but I got to do the gluing. What else? Is it almost 9?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 more minutes, you guys. Are you guys ready? You guys can leave anytime you want. I am going to stop it at this point, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow, part 2 tomorrow. I hope that's okay. For those that can't make it, don't worry. we'll this is going to get covered with the corrugated paper. I didn't show that to you, but there's a corrugated paper, and I'll link that later tonight on this video. I'll edit it. You can pick that up.
Blake says it's really coming together and it looks great.
Thanks. And then just that. That's pretty much it.
Now you have a building in about an hour.
Yeah. Well, you would go faster if you weren't like...
If you didn't mess it up.
Yo! No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
It's sinking into the jungle river. The support beams are a bit... they've decayed.
Just hold it together for like a minute. See, you can see the different side. And then you can put your decal here. We're going to make a ticket office to go on this side. And then the front entrance. So let me show you just... I have my ticket office would go here. You see? And we're going to make that tomorrow. And we're going to make this entrance tomorrow. It might be a longer video tomorrow because we're going to make that intricate signage, right? So this is definitely... These move. I'm going to show you how to make yours move. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And then it comes with the decal, and we're on here. You could do it the other side if you wanted to. You could put it here. You could put the sticker over here. It's whatever you want. You don't have to use the sticker if you don't want to. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. But this is the corrugated paper, and I'm going to show you very easily how I made this, but you're going to have to supply your own corrugated paper. And I got it off of Amazon. I got a whole bunch of them. You only need one sheet. So you can go to Staples. They have it. I got a brown. That way I didn't have to paint it. And then I just highlighted burnt sienna and a silver. That's it. So those are the paints that you'll probably need, is that burnt sienna and silver. And I use silver here, red paint, yellow paint, and a blue paint, and a beige paint, white paint. Okay. So those are the things that we're going to use tomorrow. So, okay, 9 o'clock in 2 minutes. No, you go right at 9. You make it live right at 9. So when it's 9, let it go. So now it's all set and ready to go. See, it's good. Yes.
Can you take this
off? Sorry. Yeah. So there we go. How does that look?
Let's be people size and pretend we're going in.
Here we go. I need to buy a sticker.
Go a little lower.
I need to buy a sticker. You know what I didn't put on this one is the little poster, but I do have that in the set. So when we build it together, it goes here. So I'll show you that. I need a ticket. Yes, you need a ticket. Yeah, I need to get. I have cash, so I don't need to barter. All right.
Well, you can still barter if you have cash.
No, I don't want to. I get anxiety. I don't want to. All right, here we go. We're going in.
Frosting said, "This establishment is not up to OSHA standards. Don't put the rocket rods on it. That would destroy the ride."
See how cute that is? So is it 9 o'clock yet?
8:59.
I'll show you all the inside and what we're going to do
If
tomorrow.
you're thinking of purchasing, you should go now. Huh?
It looks really good, I think. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And here's me. All right. Thank you guys. Does anything come with it now that won't come if I buy a lid? No, it's just the same.
Yes.
9 o'clock. Okay. It's going live. It's live. So I hope I sell the 10. They're kind of pricey, but it's a lot of work that went into building it. Not building it, but it comes unassembled, of course. So sorry for the shakiness.
The camera's making you look like Violet for some reason. Look, you look purple from that angle.
No. Don't even look at my messy room. It's a mess. Okay, so thank you guys. I'm gonna end it here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna make this, and I'll announce the time. So if you do want to join me live, I'll tell you guys probably tomorrow morning. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye now. You should be gone. So long, so long. What is taking you so long to go and buy my sets? Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, here, end stream. Okay, bye. Did it do